We are live, baby. We are out here. So, yes, I'm live on both platforms in this existence. What we will be speaking about is simply generational curses. And are we the ones, right, choosing to put these generational curses on us due to our decisions that we make? Give me one second. They thought they could ban me, baby. They thought they could ban me. No. All right. We got people everywhere. Appreciate y'all stopping by the live. For the people that try to get me blocked, suspended, I'm back here again. Anyways, this is gonna be a beautiful live. You know what I'm saying, as always, the information what we'll be speaking about is simply is this. Are how can I say this in simple terms? Are we choosing, right, to pick up curses from other individuals in order to curse ourselves? In a previous live, I was talking about generational trauma and how generational trauma can start from mother and father and get passed down to the son or daughter, right? But this is what I would say for us. Are we choosing, based on the life that we live, you got to understand, like, you have your own choices. Even though someone forecasts a certain choice in front of you, it's still up to you to dissect what type of choice that you want to actually make. You can't use the excuse of, how can I say this in simple terms? Well, this was presented to me and it's the only decision I could make. No. Use your mind. Think about what you're doing before you do it. Okay. All right. I would say to the individual that's up here, we have nothing to do with Palestine. We have nothing to do with that. That's why your message is blocked. You got that one? Yeah, no one can see that one. Okay? We have nothing to do with that. All right? I just want to make that very clear. We have nothing to do with other groups of people at all. We are focused on ourselves. Understand that? Are you mad at that? We're focused on ourselves. I just want you to realize that. We can't focus on other people. We're not y'all. So y'all got to focus on yourselves. You got it? We're like, I just want you to realize we're not the programs. You got it? Okay, I just want you to realize that because a lot of people be thinking like we all the same. We not. You got to go to the programs, and then the programs will probably tell you, "Hooray!" But we have nothing to do with the Palestine thing or the Gaza thing or what's going on with those people. We have nothing to do with that. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure you know that because I know a lot of people have told you that when it comes to us that we root for everyone. No, no, no. We're the new generation. We're the new world order. With that being said, we keep focus on ourselves. We don't focus on other people. Other people have to focus on themselves. And I know that's a big pill for you to swallow. I know that's a big pill for you to swallow because you're so used to us always, interacting with everyone else and not focus on ourselves. So we now realize what other groups of people pretty much are use us. We don't want to be used and abused no more. So we're going to use ourselves in order to produce the word that we want to produce. You got that one? All right, all right, all right. Oh, okay. Anyways, no. I I don't I'm gonna say this. For you as a corporate taxpayer, I just want to break this down to you really quick. You are a corporate employee. I am not. I work for myself. Legally, I don't have to pay any taxes, nor business taxes. Do you know why that is? Legally. Because legally, right, I inform myself on the information. That way I don't have to pay taxes. I'm in the same lane as a Trump legally. So for you, you probably just don't know just yet. So you think you have to pay for it, right? Right. So, we live in two different dimensions. You think you got to pay taxes and fund wars in order to murder other people's children, right? Because that's what you're doing. Okay, that's what you're doing. Just to let you know. I think I gotta pay taxes. That's what you would be doing. Okay. All right. Let's just get to the shit. Let's get to it. Let's just get into this. All right. The conversation we're going to have is talking about generational curses. Now, in a previous live, we had talked about generational trauma. But in this existence right here, for individuals that are, you're an adult, you're going through your life, and you have to make decisions, right? All right. Let's break certain things down here, right? When we make a decision, right, the decision could be ultimately changing the dimension or the direction of where you're going or where you're positioning your mind. Now, understand this. Let me just say this. When we make a decision, right, we can either make the wrong decision or the right decision. But understand with both decisions, you can learn from them, no matter if you made the wrong one or the right one. Now, this is where the curse comes in. Let's just say you had a situation before you. It could be anything in life. You made the wrong decision, but you knew you made the wrong decision, right? And let's just say the same scene of what you went through, of the decision that you made last time. That's why I ask you again. Are you going to make the same decision of what you did last time? The reason why I say that is because it is. It plays out with adults more. It doesn't really play out with kids. I know you want to put that on the kids, but technically the kids are more spiritual than adults. You got that one? All right. Adults' minds, the technology of your mind, have went through major programming. Right. And a lot of adult minds in this age are not present, which means the technology of their pyramids, the technology, the information in their minds are not located in the now information. See, let me show you. And this, I mean no disrespect to no adults at all, but I had to put this on the table here. Let me show you. Are adults present right now? You would probably say they are present due to what? The vessel, right? but the vessel is only located in the third dimension. The technology of the minds are located in major dimensions. The body resides in the third dimension, but the technology of the mind can locate itself in many dimensions. This is why when you have people that, how can I say, you have lower variations of technology of minds, you have higher variations of technology of minds, depending on what type of location or dimension that your mind is located in. This is why I say we are not equal to each other, because depending on what type of information or dimension that you located in, that's the information you're going to receive. But everyone think we're equal, we're all the same. No, we all don't make the same decisions in order to lead ourselves into generational curses. We don't. So let me show you what I mean as in a generational curse. Let me show you. Let me put it in your face. I use myself that we can understand it. I was young, right? I was a bit younger than the way I was. Just a bit younger, right? Now watch this. I was young. I would say I was between the ages of 17, 18 years old, right? Now listen to this. There was a woman that I met between the age, right? Now, when I met this woman, we started talking to each other when we were in school. Just listen so you can get it. We started talking to each other when we were in school, right? Now, when I seen her parents, right? Usually I don't get to see this. But in my household, I get to see it. But in other people's households, I don't really get to see it. But she had a mother and a father. Very well taken care of. She had both for both worlds. Both parents was married to each other. Cool, you know? So what I learned by watching that was that how can I say this? This fake concept of, oh, well, when it comes to black girls, they don't have any feelings in the house. That's a lie. I seen it for myself. That's a lie. That's a lie. Now, hold on. Let me show you how the curse get picked up. Let me show you. Now, this girl right here, right? Her name is Quenisha. Quenisha has a decision to make right now. Okay? Quenisha bloodline, right, consists of a mother and a father. This is where she's coming from. Both mother and father are married. I'm not saying they had to get married in order to be in a committed relationship, because I'm not really married. I'm not really with the marriage contract thing, because I realize it financially ruined guys based on bullshit. So, Quenisha has a family. Quenisha comes from a bloodline of mother and father with each other. This is supposed to be a black woman now. Now, let me show you what I see. Now, me and her together, we talking, whatever the case may be. Now, everything was going cool. Shit was going so cool, right? That when I went to her family house, her father looked me in the eye and was like, yeah, you know, like, you cool as shit. I like you. You know what I mean? You cool as shit. Trying to keep you around. But my daughter, she be picking these knuckleheads. Now, this is what he's informing me. He ain't have to say this to me. But what I'm understanding is that what type of bloodline is Quenisha going to pick from? Because my bloodline consists of what? Stand up for myself. The other bloodline she's looking at, they're more into, how can I say, they're more into going to prison. That's what they're into. Signing up for it. Doing about 50 years and then bragging about it. And that shit ain't nothing to brag about. It ain't. It's a waste of motherfucking time, bro. You could have built you a corporation within that 15-year span that they took from you. And that's the truth. So let's get back to Quenisha real quick. So listen, right? So Quenisha got a decision to make, right? Quenisha could simply say, you know what? My mom, dad are together. This is the way I'm supposed to live right here. They showing me in front of me so I can see it for myself. All right, now listen. Watch this. Now, Quenisha, right, decides to make a decision, right? Now, the decision she made was simply as this. How can I say this in simple terms? One time we was talking on the phone. This is what she said to me. She said, this shit is funny. She said to me, I'm going to be real with you, right? I do like you. You cool as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But you're the type of man that would be more of like marriage material. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening. I'm like, okay, cool. What else you got to say? It's cool between me and you, but I want to actually choose something else. I'm like, it's cool. It's all great. Thank you for telling me what you think is truthful to your world, but I know exactly who you are, and I know you don't know who yourself is, and it's all good. It's all good. But listen, this is what happened. Let me finish telling you the story now, because it gets great. So we depart from each other. I realized that, hey, even though a black woman would have a mother and father in the house, it doesn't mean that she's going to pick the right decision. Doesn't mean that. That is a lie. I just want to make sure that is clear because we're using these false narratives, as in, oh, if a black woman, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's the reason why we're talking about it now. Because what she did to her own bloodline was doing this. You got to understand, they bloodline come with what? Selecting the right individual in order for that bloodline to be efficient. Understand that. Because when I looked at the mom, she was A1. When I looked at the father, he was A1 too. Usually I don't get to see shit like this, but I had to acknowledge it for myself. Like, yo, they moving. I like them. Your parents is cool. Your parents are really cool. Her father was so cool. He was so cool. He was like, yo, you can go upstairs with her. I'm like, okay. So the father, he like, I want you to be a part of my family. That's basically, how can I say? That's basically sending you a signal of like, I want you to be a part of my family, pretty much. That's just the way he speak. But anyways, let's get off of that. So she made her decision. Her decision was this. She did not want to choose, right? Someone that would be the reflection of her father. She wanted to choose something lesser than her father. And I understand that with certain, I guess species of, women or whatever the case may be. But I understand this. This is what I understand with her. What she was explaining to me on the phone was, you are a bloodline where I can't manipulate your mind, okay? You're not going to do the same things that these guys are doing in the streets. You're just not. You're not built like that. Your bloodline not like that. And I can see it in your eyes. I just know. I know you're not like that. So she chose the other guy. And that's cool. I understand. But what I realized as an individual was simply is this. Just because someone come, right, from a household that we think is a good household doesn't mean that they are going to make the right decisions, because ultimately it is their own decision of what they want to accept in a lifespan, right? Now listen to this. This is crazy. It's crazy how life works. Now listen, that happened to us when we was between the ages of 17, 18 years old, right? Now listen, I never got to see her again. That was it. I ended up moving on with my life. She ended up moving on with hers. But it's crazy how when you see each other when you're very young, right? And then I feel like the inner worlds within you will show each other again, just to show you like, yeah, you were supposed to go in this direction, but he's over here. And then she was supposed to go in this direction, but she's over here. So let me show you how this shit works, right? So what ended up happening was simply as this. I was with someone that is now my ex now. And when I was with her, she had a brother that was doing some time. Now, when he was doing that time, or whatever the case may be, we would visit him, give him good information so he can uplift himself and stop coming to this damn prison box. But for some, they're into that shit. So, anyways, we're visiting him. His name is Antoine. We're visiting Antoine, right? Now, the individual I got to see again, this is about, I want to say about 20 years later, maybe 30. No, I would say between 17 to 20 years later. Right? No. It can't be 17 to 20 years later. I would say between 10 and 12, somewhere in there. Right? So I'm visiting Antoine, and whatever the case may be. We talking, and whatever the case may be. I'm checking up on him, make sure he's all right. In the process of that, I get to see Quenisha. You know what's so funny about this scene, though? The guy that she chose is in prison. He's doing about 10 years. So I started to realize this. If her father doesn't come from a bloodline of instituting his own mind in order to go inside of the cage, then why is she choosing the opposite of what her father is showing her about him? And that's something we got to talk about, because let me just say this. I'm not cursing myself, right? Which means I don't accept curses from the world, right? But the guy that she's with is cursing himself in order to put his mind inside of a cursed box, which is nothing more than a prison. Now, understand this woman. He is a bloodline. You are a bloodline too. He's a portal of information. You are a portal of information too. When you intertwine with him and make that child, understand that the information from his conscious and your conscious is colliding as one. Hold on. Your man is into doing prison shit. And you into picking what? Prison ass niggas. That's what you like. And I said that to your face. Now watch this. That's what you choose, right? But do you understand the information and the experiences that he went through are nothing more than trauma spells that he has not broken? Do you realize the experience of the cell, yes, is inside his cells within his body? Do you understand that? Do you understand that the experiences of trauma can be passed down from the technology of my mind to the next mind that I'm creating within you? Do you understand that real quick? Because it seems like some of y'all don't understand when you're selecting things to go through your portal, it is a what? A form of information. Understand that. That's not a vagina down there. That is nothing more than a dark portal. You got that one? Hopefully you know that. Anyways, let me ask you a question now, one. Now, simply as this. Who you chose is who you can choose, right? But let me ask you a better question. Would you invite a disease to your bloodline? You would say no, but it looked like to me that's what you select. I's not judging you. I's got to tell the truth though, because the false narratives that are being pushed out here of, yes, when it comes to black girls, yes, they have no fathers, and being that they have no fathers, they have no guidance. That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. I seen it for myself. That's not the only one I got to see. There's many different stories I got to see of how we choose the curses of others to what? Forecast the curses from others into our own bloodlines. Women, you know the difference between who's going to be efficient or who's not going to be efficient here. Woman, you told the guy on the phone, you would be too good for me. Shit. Shit. Now, the technology of your mind says that, right? But what are you ultimately creating? Because your father was someone upstanding, uplifting. That's something that you would have want to recreate and to transfer through your portal. Why you don't look at your own father that was there inside the house as something that you should look up to? Oh, I know what you doing. This what you doing, baby. You going over there to the television and master tricking your own mind. You thinking, hold on, stop. You thinking the thugs and the gangsters, right? You think that's the top-notch pick. Every time a thug and a gangster pass through your portal, guess where they go at? In the fucking slammer. And then you complain about it. You can't complain about that. That's what you like, baby. You don't like, you listen to me. You don't like a bloodline mines. Do you know why that? Do you know why? Do you know why you don't want to create another individual like me? Because it's going to be a certain line. That line, you can't cross that line. You're going to stay right near that line. What line am I talking about? The line of what? Self-respecting. Because what you're doing out here in these streets looking like self-disrespecting. That's what it's looking like out here. So don't ever tell an individual like myself, oh, all individuals of, how can I say, carbonated, they all the same. No. You pick the same. You pick generational curses. And those generational curses flow through you, and now you print them up through what? Your portal between your legs. That's what you chose. That's what you receive. This is the information you get. You can't look at your son. Stop, woman. You can't look at your sons and say to your sons, they ain't shit. Baby, when you pick Rodney, he wasn't shit. That was the truth. And let's just be real here. Why did you choose Rodney? Why did you choose him? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because the technology of his pyramid is not fully activated. He don't even know what his mind is. He doesn't realize that his mind is nothing more than an information processor and an information receiver. He doesn't understand that just yet. So when you have a high level like myself speaking like this, you like, oh no, drive off, baby. Drive off. But in the process of you doing that, you can do that. I'm not going to tell you can't. You can do that. But you cannot complain about the scenes that you go in your lifespan. You can't complain about that. You can't say to us, oh, they treating us fucked up. You pick fucked up. You pick the curse of that man. That's what you picked. So he's just giving it to you. He's not doing nothing wrong. You, as a woman, you know the difference. Let's not play crazy or stupid here. You know the difference. You know the difference between, okay, this one right here comes from a bloodline of standing up. He's going to have his own business, this, that, and the third. Do you know why you're not going to select him? Let's just put the truth in the front of the face. You know why you're not going to select him? Because his mind is not made as a man. That's not a man right there. If he can lead his whole shit, that's not a man no more. He got to be something higher than that. And so it comes down to what for women? Man manipulation. So if I'm not a man no more, and the technology of my mind integrate with what? Christ-like consciousness, right? The inner God within me, you're going to drive off and it's all good. But you got to tell the truth though. You can't lie and say, oh no, all the technology of their minds is all fucked up. They all fucked up. No, stop. Your cult of women that I see are creating fucked up individuals. That's what you're doing. You're selecting, you know how to do it. And you know what you want with inside your cult. You didn't think I knew. I know. This is the new talk. This is the new world order information, because the old world order information that you speak of is, oh, all of them the same. Y'all been saying that shit for about 80 years now. That's old. Let's really scratch past the surface and see what's really going on. Let's look at the action of what you are doing and what you are selecting. In order for Rodney to be reprinted back up of shooting up the block. Because you the one, right? You the one that selected that information. Right, that information got transferred from him now to you. The vessel come. Here you go. So how can you say that your son is fucked up, right? When you chose a father that was fucked up. We're going to talk. Because we leading off with these false narratives. And it comes down to what you select. What did you select? I put it on me. That way you can understand it more. This is as an example. I would never do this to myself. That's like me, right? That's like me. I'm dating 2 women, right? And I had the right to do that. I could do whatever I want. I'm dating 2 women. I'm trying to figure out what they're about, right? Now, as I make my selection, right, understand that both of these women are forms of information. The technology of the pyramids of their minds come with information. The blood within them come with information. The vessel come with information. Their hearts come with information. Now understand this. What I want to see with this woman is what type of informational sources, right, that she select from. Let me show you. This is what I'm paying attention to in detail. I'm paying attention to what she's eating, for one, because what she eats is an informational source for the mind along with the vessel. See, when you're eating food, you don't understand that the ingredients refer to information. When you're eating artificial ingredients refer to artificial intelligence for the mind. Understand that. Your stomach was never a stomach. That was nothing more than a lie from a third dimensional character that was implanted in your mind, depending on what type of color that you believe you think you are. Anyways, let's get back to what I was saying. When it comes down to you selecting information from a woman, you want to see what type of information sources that she are pulling from. Because those informational sources are the informational sources that's informing her mind. Understand this. So let's get into this a little bit more further. When I look at what a woman is eating, I'm trying to see if she's eating real or if she's eating fake. I'm trying to see if she's eating organic or if she's eating artificial. Understand this. If she's eating organic, right, that means the information from the berries, the fruits, yes, it is original information. So her consciousness would be what? Enlightened based on the information of the fruits, based on the information of the berries. Understand that? Based on what she eats, it lets me know if she wants to keep her consciousness either in darkness or in lightness. Understand? Now, if she chooses from an artificial informational source, as in, let's say she eat Kraft's macaroni and cheese, they got nothing but artificial or bioengineered foods within them in order to destroy the technology of the vessel. A lot of people don't realize that their vessel is technology. Speed up. Anyways, when it comes to that, and let's just say she's eating artificial, then the reality, her perception in life will be artificial. Because why? The information within the food, right, says artificial ingredients. It refers to artificial intelligence for your mind. So her perception, her belief system will all be artificial. Why? Based on the information that she selects for her consciousness. Understand that? Now, it gets deeper than that. If she chooses to watch the television, which she can, but let me ask you a question. Are you watching from that digital device that you're watching it from, right? Understand that the television was a dark portal before you turned on the light, right? You didn't see that doing, did you? You didn't see the dark portal in front of you? Oh, you're looking for the machines, and I'm looking at the devices that's in front of you. That's what you were looking for. Right, and I'm looking at the device that's in front of you. I'm looking at the dark portals of your eyes receive the information from the dark portal of the television. That's what I see. What were you thinking? Because in the process of you thinking, when you were thinking about what you were doing, you were holding back the information of what you actually were doing. You lied to your conscience and said you was watching television. How can you say you're watching something when the technology of your eyes is analyzing and recording the data of what you are viewing? Now, let me ask you a question. You want to select people of truth, but understand this. You don't understand yourself just yet, and you're programming your own mind to be a liar to yourself. So how could you expect someone of truth to integrate with the world or the dimension of lies within you? You got some self uplifting to do before you look at someone else and say to them, oh, they're supposed to help me. No, stop. You need to look at the technology of your mind. You need to understand what type of information, right, or curses of information do you allow within your conscious in order for you to infiltrate yourself. I'm not doing that false narrative shit. I'm not doing none of that. You're going to either question yourself so you can understand who you are, or you can just drive off into the fake ass moonlight and become fake. Because your decisions of what y'all make, you're choosing fake ass people. And this is why you get into a fake ass reality. And you be looking at it like, how did I get all the way here? Like, how did this start? How did this begin? I would simply say to you, your decisions could curse you. Understand, I'm going to run it back again. When it came to Quenisha, my bad, she came from a bloodline of mom, dad. So you come from a bloodline of order. You went against that of what your own bloodline was showing you and what you wanted. I need the thug. I need the gangster that's going to do 15, 20 years of life or whatever the case may be. Then at that, I'm going to complain about him. You can't complain about none of that. You selected that. Let me break this down. Before you chose Rodney, the prisoner baby, what program did you watch before you selected him in order to select him? What you watching? NBA YoungBoy, prisoner mindset. He's a prisoner to his damn self. All the other little boys you watch on television, go ahead, watch them. Understand what Quenisha is doing to the technology of her mind. She's thinking she's watching NBA YoungBoy. That's not what you're doing. You're recording him. These analyze and record. That's what they do. Just like the eye on your phone, analyze and record. That's all it does. It never looks. What is looking? Actually, hold on. Give me the action behind looking. And you come to realize, like, that's not what we're doing. No, because watch this. When you're using your eyes to view something, right? How is it that when you come into the next existence or next day for you, you're able to remember certain things that you have done in that existence or day? Because obviously this world right here that you call physical cannot be physical. It has to be a digital world. Because these digital devices right here that you call eyes are nothing more than analyzing and recording the data of the whole existence of what I'm in. But you call it a physical realm. How is it physical when I'm realizing it's digital? How is it that, hold on, I'm going to say this. How is it that the technologies of our vessels, because people don't understand this just yet, they think it is still the sun is getting hot and they don't even understand. How is it that the technology of every one vessel, right? I'm talking about everyone here. And it's just the truth. Do not get mad at me. Watch. The technology of these vessels right here, right? And a lot of people don't understand, depending on who you are, and if you understand what is actually going on with the planet, these vessels, depending on who you are, not saying if you have this one, you good. But depending on who you are, right, these vessels right here are integrating with what? The sun, the solar energy of this planet, because they realized that they were original souls. They were never human beings, and they never was that. A human being is a human being. That's not who I am, though. That's not who I am. Once I depart from this vessel, it's like that's a form of me, but that's not the ultimate form of me. This vessel right here is not the ultimate form of me. This is just one form. And understand it like this. This is one form of you. It has to be. Because if you're saying this is a third dimension, it has to be a fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth dimension. So that means that we are multidimensional. How the fuck is this one vessel that's located in dimension the ultimate me? Because you got so stuck in the technology of your mind and you infiltrated your own mind and to think like, oh, I'm just a body. Where if you're just a body, guess what? You will go through a death experience. What you are saying to yourself that you're not understanding is simply as this. If you're just a body, right? Then there is no afterlife for you. Your mind is no longer active in order to what? Operate or activate within this dimension. So it's just over. That's the way you set it up. You listen, you came into this realm, right? You believed into death. Death is illusion, right? You do know that, right? You do know that 80% of people, due to them not, how can I say this in simple terms, learning of self or going through a death experience, you think death is this. When the technology of your body, right, go out of commission. That means you made your expiration date. Everyone has one. You could speed your expiration date up faster, depending on if you live a lifestyle of destroying yourself. And if you live a balanced lifespan, then guess what? Your expiration date is the expiration date you set versus the one that you didn't set, but you ejected your own self out the game. Based on what type of information you want to receive in this realm. Understand this. There's two forms of information flowing through here. You have information of self that a lot of people drive off on because they say it's too hard to learn myself. It's too hard to learn yourself? Damn. So you gave up on yourself first. Damn. You know the biggest problem with so-called humans? This is the biggest problem. Their minds naturally copy and paste things. It's supposed to do that. It's supposed to do that. That's the truth. But the human conscious doesn't understand that you're supposed to copy and paste yourself. You copy from your higher conscious, your subconscious, if you have the ability to activate it. In order to copy and paste the information within into the mind. Did you learn that? Because it's looking like you're learning in a way that is the slowest way to learn, as in copy and paste what everyone is doing. And what those people are doing is nothing more than destroying themselves. You got to really filter the information of what you are looking at. You got to really dissect it. Like, listen, you're watching a music video. Okay, cool. But what are you really watching? Are you watching a music video of self-destruction or are you watching a music video of self-uplifting? Because understand this, Rodney, you shoot up the block for nothing. You understand what you are doing is nothing more than a fucking fatal program, right? You do understand that, right? Let me show you where you get the programming from. Come here. What's that movie you like? Never ask me what my purpose is. That is more of an agent type of question. The question that you should ask is, what is your purpose? You got that one? You got that one right there, villain? Ask yourself that. That is a self question. You got that one? All right, I just want you to know that because you're asking self questions that I would never give you answers to. understand yourself, and understand what your own purpose is. Got that one? Okay. All right. I'm going to just get you up out of here. There you go. Let me say this. And see, he was asking way too many questions. See that right there? See that with villain? He basically telling his own conscience he's a little bit insecure about himself. You got to stay out of that insecurity, my guy. Now, see, let me say this real quick. I'm different in this world. When you say something to me, I'm trying to dissect to see if you're actually speaking to me or if you're speaking to yourself. When you say insecurity, the first thing I want you to understand in this world about humans is this. When someone is making it seem like they're speaking to you, understand that the information that is coming out of their mouths is the same information of how they think about themselves. Understand this. I got that information from women. How did I learn that? Through women. Because of this. Let me show you. You know how you speak it to a woman, right? I got this from women. I can learn things from them too. Even in a lowness, I can still learn things from them. I learned that simply as this. I seen two individuals speaking to each other, right? And they was talking to each other on the phone. She was arguing with him, right? And he was more telling her like, yo, listen, I don't really want to argue with you right now. I'm at work. I got shit to do, right? Now listen to this. Before he got on the phone with his wife, right? He was already feeling happy. He was already motivated. But when he got on the phone with his wife told him some shit that was technically about herself. Then, based on the information that was transferred from the technology of her mind, from her lips, now to his crown, it damaged his mind right then and there because bro didn't want to work no more. So when someone says something about you, it's technically the insecurities about themselves that they're trying to project and forecast on you. They want you to feel the way they feel. But understand this. I would never feel how a human feels. Because the human characteristics have been destroyed within me. So I don't understand things how a human understand. Because a human belief system is 50-50. And a human system, to me, is nothing more than a lie towards me. Because I'm not human. Understand that? So I understand humans' nature of self-destroying and self-insecurities that you now try to forecast onto others, but it doesn't work like that. Because what happens is individuals that have self-help for themselves will block you away from what? Their dimension, their reality. Understand that, and you'll never get to see them again. You'll stay stuck in a world full of what? People just like you, which what? Doesn't self-help themselves. And so you never get to see the reflection of someone self-helping themselves in order to uplift the vision of your eye and to upgrade the pyramid of your mind in order for you to do what? Put forth the action to change your own reality in your own dimension. Maybe that's the reason why you were supposed to see me or watch me, but that information get blocked the minute that I see you doing third dimensional shit. You're an adult, right? You're supposed to be more intelligent than a child. Okay, but I see that you're doing less than what a child would do. A child wouldn't come in here with his own insecurities and try to throw it on another adult. Children don't operate like that. They actually operate differently and actually are way more unique than any adult that ever existed on this realm. And that's the truth. And the other truth that I see is that adults' consciences are, let me simply say this. When it comes to the adult conscious and the kid conscious is way more creative than the adult conscious. How do these kids' consciences become adult consciences? Because the adults doesn't want to stand up and fight for itself. The adult want to be dependent on what? A job. The adult want to be dependent on fake ass religion. And I said that to your face. I'm a realist. I ain't got time for none of that positivity because it's fake. And I ain't got time for none of that negativity because it's all fake and it's the same damn thing. Now, let's just get into this a step further. When it came to those generational that you chose to come within the technology of your mind now to flow through your bloodline and now to flow through your children? Right. You chose that. And this is the new world order, what we're speaking about. We're not talking about false narratives of, oh, there's no fathers in the house. No, 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 no. Y'all integrate yourselves with an outside system in order to fight against who? Individuals like myself that's going to bring and uplift these bloodlines. You want lower and less bloodlines, and that's the truth. In order to manipulate their mind, in order to make them into what? Your puppet and your slave. In order to make them, I need to request. Life is not meant like that, my man. My brother is not meant like that. You thinking it is called you get rich and take care of her. No. That's what you think the game is about. Because they manipulated your mind in order to make you think like that. Who the fuck builds themselves all the way up just to take care of other people? I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that. That sounds like some slavery shit. I'm going to build my character all the way up just to be like, I got to go pick from one of these girls in America. Bro, understand yourself and what you about to do. It's going to be probably detrimental to your life. And this is the truth of what I'm saying to you. You're going to build your character all the way up, right? Just to select one of these girls in America. Understand that these women in America don't come from no type of culture. Do you understand that? Do you understand that the technology of their minds already been infiltrated? And you don't think that the infiltration of the technology of minds won't infiltrate you? Did you not see what happened to Dr. Dre? Infiltration. Every man that you have seen, right, it's called infiltration. Ruin them financially, bro. Do you understand? It's an attack on your masculinity and your financial wealth. Do you understand that? These women were not raised in order to see you for the truth. Do you understand that? So, when you're going through the shit that you're going through, you understand what type of information is flowing through her. Is it truthful or is it artificial? Because if it's artificial, then she's artificial and she's going to treat you artificial. This is why you keep having the arguments that you have. Because the information sources that she's choosing from is from the 3D world, bro. It's from the third dimension of world of lies. That's what it comes down to. She can choose that, but you don't have to choose her. Something that you need to understand is this. When you let go of old energy, new energy is meant to receive. You're never going to receive anything new, brother, if you keep holding on to the old energy. Do you understand that? Hopefully you understand that with yourself, because you've been complaining about her and I'm looking at you and you're still holding on to the complaints. That's the way I look at it. I don't look at it the way you look at it. You're complaining about something. I hear you. I do. But you're holding on to it, bro. Walk the fuck away. She'll figure it out on her own. Stop having sympathy for individuals that don't have sympathy for you. What's wrong with you? You're using your heart too much on the wrong individual. And I have to say that to you. Because you are. You're just giving out all that heart energy to her. And she's just taking all that shit up. She ain't giving you nothing back. Because you know how these women were raised? They were raised simply like this. Their fathers, or majority of their moms, tell them, oh, baby, you would never do nothing wrong. And do you know what you're building up within her? You're building up a false artificial system within her mind. That's what you're doing. You're making her into an individual where she's not accountable to herself. Which means if she doesn't have accountability, she'll never have the ability to be accountable. Which means she doesn't have this. Individuals have an eye of self, and then some people have the eye of the world. Majority of people have the eye of the world. Majority of people don't have the eye of self. The eye of self keeps all attention on self. The eye of self learns from self. Understand that. But understand that her over here, her eye is of the world. When you look into her eye, you don't even see her. You see the world that is controlling her. Understand that. You know the technology of your mind, right, can be controlled by different words depending on what words you select. I'll show you. I'll show you. Come here. You see the moon? Come here. I'm going to show you something. You see the moon? All right. See the women in America? Let me ask you a question. What they put on their heads, and women, you can't get mad at me. I'm going based on the title of what you describe it as. They would say that is extra hair that they purchase or a wig, right? Let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question. Not her. Let me just ask you a question. Why do you think they put that on their heads? This is a question for the guys. Why do you think? Because women not going to tell you, but I know why they do it. They're not going to tell you the truth, but I know the truth. Guys, just a quick question. Why would a woman, right, with her own beautiful hair, why would she disrupt her own beauty, right, in order to put on something that is less than her? Because the wig is less than her. Her real hair is higher than the wig. Why is that? Because her natural hair, if she is actually taking in the right information, her hair comes with some type of nutrients. It comes with some type of value, and it does. Because you realize that other people hairs, right? They cut their hairs off and also sell their hair. So the Brazilian hair, all that shit, yeah. But let me just keep it on that. The guys that's in here that are looking at me right now, you. Why do you think they really do that? They're not going to tell you the truth. You know that, right? The only way you can get a truth from a woman, never ask her what the truth is. Always watch what she's doing to get the truth from her. And that's one thing they can never block. Their action, because they're not present. They're just doing things. That's how you can get the truth from a woman, by watching what she's doing. Never ask the truth of a woman because she has the technology of the mind in order to lie to you, right? Watch what she's doing. The action of what she's doing will describe who she is. Understand that? Now, let me just say this. Why, right? This right here, all this right here is technology. Her mind is technology. Understand that the sun is technology as well. Understand that I'm a solar being, a sun being. Okay, she is as well. She is. No matter if she want to deny it or not. But my brother, what is she blocking? What type of signal is she blocking by using that extra hair on her hair? This is why they remember what they said to you. I do not want you to control me. Right. You operate underneath the sun. They do too. You don't see the disconnection in front of you? You thinking she just wearing that to look like Ice Spice or Megan Thee Stallion or Carly B, right? Bro, she not wearing that. That's not why she doing that. You see what bro said? He said so real. So real. I watch what women do. Women don't tell me the truth, but I get the truth out of them by watching the data of what they're doing. And when they look at me like, how the fuck you know I'm doing it? Because I'm just watching you, baby. I don't have to talk to you. Your actions, your body is like your body language tells me everything. That's how I speak to women. I don't walk up to them and say, hey, why you got that on? Because the first thing they think is I'm trying to offend them when I'm trying to be informed. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm asking you a question so I can be informed on what you're doing. That's it. But she think I'm being disrespectful, but I'm not. That was the truth, though. So the truth would be simply as this. The technology of her crown Right. It's connected to the solar energy of this planet. But she no longer wants to be the sun goddess of what she wants to be. I understand that. That's cool. But understand the moment she told you that I don't listen to you is the moment that she told the solar energy of this planet, I don't listen to you. The disconnect. Now, that wig that's on her head, right, is black, ain't it? Right. Which means it's not enlightened, right? That means that she's not operating with who? Herself. Who's herself? Her subconscious, her self-conscious. Understand that. So, let's just get into this. Got you again. I keep telling you every time you come in here, stop over commenting. Stop taking what I'm saying as in me being personal with you. Obviously, when I'm saying something that's so real to the technology of your mind, you got to comment and listen. Okay? Listen to the things that I said to your consciousness and plant it in your consciousness and now apply it to your reality. Never argue with me. Understand that. Okay? Now sit back there and listen. Anyways, like I was saying before. When it came to the technology of her pyramid, she once was a sun goddess. But she now infiltrated herself into the black woman, which means that she's lesser than herself right now. And that's the truth. That's the way I look at her. Understand this. They will get mad at me for saying the truth of them. Do you see what's going on? I'm literally saying they the sun goddesses of this planet. That is something higher than a black woman. But they will fight me over an artificial title. And I'm telling the truth, bro. They crowns right here. This right here. If you want to disrupt her consciousness, right, and to break the connection that we have with each other, because the connection that we have with each other, if the sun is solar energy, and I have solar energy in me, right, simply as this, she has solar energy within her. This is the real connection right here. You think it's our physical forms? No, it's not. Her soul came from where? The solar energy of this planet. Mine's dead too. So how we ain't connected with each other? And you trying to do what? You would be trying to block that connection, right? That's what you would be doing. Don't lie to us and tell us like, oh yeah, I'm just wearing this because I want to look like Megan Thee Stallion. No. I know the technology of your pyramid is technology. The light codes that come from the sun, there is nothing more than information within those light codes that your vessel is receiving. Information. But you're trying to block the information, right? Right. You are what? Disconnecting yourself from him. That's what I see. I'm just putting on. I'm just putting the makeup on. And the wig. No. That's not why you're doing that. You know how technology move. Trying to play like you don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. But you know how to put the information blocker on top of your head and then lie about it and say that is nothing more than a wig. No. That is an information blocker that is on your head. The top of your pyramid, woman, transfer information from the sun now into your conscious. Understand that. I don't want to listen. Miss I don't want to listen to herself. You don't ever got to listen to me. But when these people know, like, yeah, what he's saying is real about her, bro. That's why she's actually using that. That's real. That's facts. Everyone knows that about y'all. Why y'all playing as something less than yourselves and then making a psychology behind it that is nothing more than a false narrative. Your reality is false. Your identity, woman, was false. When I go in your blood tells me the true identity of who you are. I am using yourself against what? Your mind. Because your mind is nothing more than darkness. You had said that you were black. That means that your conscience is black. This skin is a skin with a certain type of color. It is not black. That is a lie. So, we said the truth for what it is. And that's the truth. So you now got to speak that truth right there. And you got to tell the world, yes, this is the reason why what? Because when you told what? Your own man, your own equal, which is crazy, that he's not your equal no more. We simply understand what you are saying. And what you are saying is that the technology of your mind is not connected to what? The ultimate technology of this planet. So, that's what it is. That's why you do that. I can decode things by watching you. I don't need to talk to you, girl. It's easy to decode you. Now, let me ask you a question real quick. You block the technology. Watch this. You block the technology of your pyramid. That way, your pyramid of your mind, the technology of your mind, right, would not be informed. Can I ask you another question? Okay. Did you also block the information from Mother Nature as well? There's many different information sources that you block in woman in order for you not to operate the way you need to. Do you know that all these informational sources, right, is actually here to uplift you? Right. But hold on, stop. You keep saying that you keep living a hard life, right? Right. Your problem is that you keep blaming it on others and not looking at yourself. Can I ask you a question? What type of information do your pyramid of your mind receive? Because based on what type of information you receive is what type of experiences you get, because that's what you believe into, right? What you like, baby boy? You want that? You like that? You'll get that every time. I won't be in there because I'm not a part of baby boy. I'm not part of that bullshit. That's a bullshit narrative. It's a bullshit life. But is that what you like? Right. So that's what you choose to select to receive. So stop with the false narrative of lying on men and simply saying that it is all their faults when the information that you receive is nothing more than infiltration of yourself. In order to, what are you doing? What you doing? We're going to get to Rodney in a minute. I talk about both of y'all. What are you doing? We can talk about it. Remember, this right here was talking about picking up generational curses. You blocking the information of self is a generational curse. You don't understand that, do you yet, baby? You didn't know that? Let me break it down to you. Now, when you not, listen, you have good characteristics, you have bad characteristics. But you can learn from your good characteristics and you can learn from your bad characteristics. Your bad characteristics are simply saying to you, this is not the information that you need to repeat on yourself, okay? In order to get into this type of reality. Watch this. It is a mistake if you done it the first time and you did not know how it was going to go. But if you knew how it was going to go and you done it the first time, it's not a mistake. It was done on purpose. It's just like me doing this. I'm making a whole bunch of shoes. I'm making a whole bunch of them, but I'm not paying attention to how many of them I'm producing in this one particular size, right? Being that I'm not paying attention, guess what? I realized that I made over 100 pair of shoes in 9.5, and every other size, I didn't even make those 100 pair. Now that I'm aware that I need to pay attention, right? I'm aware I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I will not repeat that again. Why? Because I realize I'm aware that I need to pay attention to how many shoes I'm producing. It's just like for you, simple setup. You have a decision. The decision that you make is the form of information you receive. Damn, that's new. Add that to my textbook. The decisions that you make is based on the information that you receive. That's different. I'm going to add that right there. Let me say that one more time. The decisions that you make, right, is the information that you receive from the next individual, now from that individual, now into your reality. Let me break that down, what I'm saying. A woman will be a form of information. A man is another form of information. The woman realized that what type of information has been downloaded from her mother now into the daughter. They're both pyramids of information. They're both technology. Understand that. And they transfer information to each other based on the life experiences that they have had with each other. Understand this, guys. I want you to understand this. And this is true. This is true. The topic is generational curses. Let's go to the women, because I was talking about the guys earlier. Now, listen. The mother is a pyramid of information. The daughter is a pyramid of information. Understand, when the mother was here, she was already absorbing information from either self or the third dimensional world of lies. Now, let's just say mama didn't go with information of self, as most mamas do, including mine. She go with the information of the world. The technology of her pyramid is now going to be infiltrated. She's now going to wipe away the characteristics of herself and now infiltrate herself into another character that she's not. That character will, how can I say, override her mind, take control over her mind, and take control over her reality. Understand it like this. Let me show you something. Watch this. Let me show you how it works. Watch. You see her? You see him? What is Rodney watching? Menace to Society. I got you. He want to be Kane, the old dog programming. I'm gonna watch, set it up. Watch. He watching that, right? She watching what? Megan Thee Stallion or Ice Spice, a low-tech ass individual. They both watching low technology. You thinking they watching a movie. The technology that's within the movie is information. You thinking they watching, but their eyes was always analyzing, recording the data from the television. Understand that your eyes are dark portals. Understand that the television was a dark portal. And understand that when dark portals meet with each other, right, there's a form of information that is being transferred. Solar eclipse. Let me get you. Let me just meet you real quick. You still lost, girl. You still lost. You still kind of lost. If you don't see that she's low vibrational, girl, you are really lost. You go back to that third dimension so she can do this to your pyramid setups. Now you see what she said, right? She did it to herself. She said that I don't think, you don't think, which means you don't know, child. Which means you don't know, child. Megan Thee Stallion, right, doesn't refer to the word love within your name. It more look like it's a self-hate game. Watch this. Now she said the other woman that seemed like she probably know her herself said she is. Said she is, right? Now I'm gonna show you something real quick, women, that you don't know. That woman said that she liked Megan Thee Stallion, right? She said, I don't think that Megan Thee Stallion is low vibration. It's all good. We're gonna speak about what's going on though. Remember, I said that your decisions, right, could be leading you into the information of a curse. I told you that, right? Come here, let me show you. Let me show you real quick. Come here. Let me show you what you're doing. Come here, baby. Now, the woman, right, that just said that she don't think that Megan Thee Stallion is low vibrational. How you don't know if Megan Thee Stallion already downloaded herself into the technology of her vessel? In order for you to not to see that Megan Thee Stallion is not low vibrational, you must have to embody the same spirit that she embodies. You must embody the same technology that she's embodies, and we're gonna get into it. The women did it to themselves. I didn't do nothing. If you go back in the comments, she said it first. So I had to release the information of truth of what's really going on. Because she can't see what she's doing. She can't give you this breakdown of what I'm watching, what she's doing. Even though she's doing it, right? She can't tell you what she's doing. Let me show you. Come here. When a woman is watching television, right? There's many different things that's going on in the technology of their minds. Okay? The first barrier you need to understand what a woman is this. Is the technology of her pyramid accessing information of self? Or is the technology of her pyramid accessing information from Megan Thee Stallion? Simple setup. I'll answer that for you. If the child, right, this girl, doesn't like herself, then she's accessing the information of to become Megan Thee Stallion. You understand that? Listen, in America, a lot of women have been brainwashed from the program that they accepted within their own conscience in order not to be themselves no more. This is why they cover themselves from the true technology of the sun. And they hide themselves because they feel as though like the low technology of the television, a fucking division box. Right. They think that one is more valuable. Let me show you. When you seen Megan Thee Stallion, the first time you seen Megan Thee Stallion was where? On television, right? Okay, let me show you how it works. The woman's mind, right, is a pyramid of information. The woman's mind is technology. The technology of her mind can be infiltrated if she allow you to infiltrate her. Let me show you how it moves. LaShonda, baby, what you doing? I'm watching television. Now, see, LaShonda always be lying to herself. LaShonda doesn't understand that the technology of her eyes analyze and record things, so she's not watching nothing. But let's pay attention to LaShonda in order to get to know what LaShonda does. Now, LaShonda's in front of the television. LaShonda is integrating her technology of her mind with the technology of the TV and transferring the data of Megan Thee Stallion from the portals of the television now into the portals of the eyes, now from the portals to the eyes, now transfer information to mind. Entertainment. Entertainment. When you're watching television, the information that you are watching, right, is entering the portals of the eyes. The information is now taming the mind. The information now leaves the mind into a mind statement. Do you understand that? While you were doing entertainment, yeah, I was watching you actually do something else. So let me give you further clarity and breakdown. So, she no longer wants to be herself. Cool. I understand that a lot of people don't want to be themselves. I get it. But let's just get into the shit. Now she is integrating, right? Hold on. Let me get you on out of here. It's always them trolls, boy. Let me get you on out of here. Bye. Anyways, back on my triangle because his conscience is square. It is. Anyways, so when it came to technology of her mind, right? Yeah, I did that. When it came to technology of her mind, right? Her mind is integrating with the television. The television is giving her a stream of information. That information is not of self. That information is nothing more than Megan Thee Stallion. Now, simple setup. This child right here had her own characteristics of self. The world on television is not showing any image of herself, right? So now she is now infiltrating her own mind and saying to her own consciousness, being that I don't see myself on television, I must not be worth shit. You don't understand, child, that when it came to that television, it was more of a division. You was watching television, but I was watching a division of information in order to cause a division amongst all people. That's what I was watching. But what were you watching again, baby? Megan Thee Stallion. Let's get back to her. Now, you don't like yourself, and I understand that. Because you feel as though that the television is the ultimate power of this dimension. No, it's not. That is false. Understand that people that you see on television could be living a life of what? Self-hate? Or they could be living a life of self-trust, depending on what type of information you want to receive from that individual. Now, let's just get back into your mind, woman. So, you now don't want to be LaShonda no more. You now want to be who? Megan Thee Stallion. I understand. I get it. Now, while LaShonda's watching this television, understand that both technologies, her mind, right, with the technology of the television, are integrated with each other. Both of these technologies are like Bluetooth devices. And you don't understand, if you don't understand yourself, that both of them are sharing information. One of them could be getting infiltrated without the other technology even fucking knowing. Let me show you how you get infiltrated and how you accept the infiltration. Rodney, is that LaShonda? Rodney gonna say yes. I guarantee you, when I walk inside your house and said Megan Thee Stallion, your girl will look right up at me. Now, she responded to the word Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion must be within her. Let me show you. So the technology of her mind, the technology of her eyes and television are all integrated as one. They're all sharing streams of information. Understand that when LaShonda is watching television, the characteristics of her are being swapped out and are being replaced with Megan Thee Stallion. Understand that Megan Thee Stallion consciousness is technology. Her characteristics of what she's doing and the decisions of what she's doing is the characteristics that LaShonda mind is mimicking and copying and pasting. So now, LaShonda's not mimicking and copying and pasting herself, her higher self. She's now mimicking, copying, and pasting a lower self that's not even her lower self. So let's get into this a little bit further. How long has she been watching the programming of Megan Thee Stallion? Let's just say she's been watching Megan Thee Stallion all her life. And she's been wanting to be like this girl all her life. Simple setup. Watch this. LaShonda's not mimicking the characteristics of herself, which means she's not putting the technology of self in her crown. She's putting the technology and the reality of information from someone else in her crown. Her mind. Now listen. If she's not doing her characteristics and she's not doing Megan Thee Stallion characteristics, do you see that Megan Thee Stallion consciousness is not integrating into LaShonda? I ain't done. You thought I was done, didn't you? I ain't done. I just got started. Let's get into this. Now, when it comes to the woman, she had told me that she don't want to listen to me. It's all good. I hear you, baby. But furthermore, it gets deeper than that, woman. Because the technology of your pyramid has now been infiltrated. You now act as Megan Thee Stallion. But she didn't pay attention to this part. This is the part that I seen. You have a television. How you doing? Nice to see you on YouTube. Right. So, you have a television, right? Right. Cool. Can I ask you a question? Yeah. You got a remote? Like, yeah. I got the smart TV. Oh. Can I ask you a question? Is there channels on that television? Like, yeah. Oh, slow. The woman conscious is now asking questions now because it's getting deeper. I hear you. Television, remote, channel. You don't see that, Rodney? You don't see that her consciousness, her soul, is channeled into another soul? Listen to me. She doesn't want to be herself, right? The technology of her mind, right? She swiped out the characteristics of what? Herself to Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, you now have to swap out your soul. You do know that, right? You know that, right? No. You know how they say you sold out? People sell out to the television every day and never talk about it. You don't know that, do you? Yeah, because you're thinking you're watching television. You think you're watching entertainment. Mm-hmm. Keep thinking you're watching and not understanding that you're analyzing and recording the data of what you are watching in order to become that. Now set up. Channel. Understand that everything that is, nothing to me is physical in this realm. Everything is digitized to me. This is technology. And then you have what? A spiritual part. So, if you are using your remote and you have channels, what type of different spirits are you channeling into? In order for those spirits, in order to integrate and to channel into your technology of who you are. You don't got to listen to me, but I'm the one that know. Now, what were you doing again, LaShonda? LaShonda woke up and was like, I thought I was watching TV. You thought you was. I thought I was just watching Megan Thee Stallion when you was becoming her. Miss, I don't have to listen to you, but you listening to me now. Because this information hits your conscious. How you being infiltrated. That shit was funny, wasn't it? A reality that you thought was real. For you to go against me. You never can go against me when I'm watching you infiltrate yourself and go against yourself. You think the game is about you fighting me. Girl, they got you beating up your own damn self. Channel into other low-tech technologies of low-tech what? Spirits. You just channeling in. Huh? But when I break it down to you, your ears start to listen and be like, yo, you telling me I'm infiltrating myself? Yeah, you infiltrating yourself, woman. You don't got to ever listen to me. But I'll watch you infiltrate your own technology and then lie about others. It's just like I was talking to Rodney the other day. I told Rodney, I said, what your lifespan about, bro? Oh, I'm trying to be the best out here. I'm trying to be the best. I hear you, bro. You supposed to be the best. I want that for you. You know what I'm talking about? You be as powerful as you need to. I know what you is. But you know what Rodney's problem was? Rodney's problem is that he do the same thing that LaShonda do. He's looking at television and he's like, I don't see no reflection of me on television. They're not going to show you that. Do you know the whole goal is to infiltrate you, motherfucker, in order to make you look like Cain and old dog, motherfucker? That's the way they want you to look, motherfucker. You came here to fight for your identity, motherfucker. And you over here doing the bullshit. You thinking shooting up your own block is the shit. It's not the shit. Understand that your father may have done that. Your mother may have been that, but they created you in order to infiltrate your own damn self, in order for that same bloodline to exist within you, child. Now, we all talk about curses. Yeah, but at the same time, is you cursing your motherfucking self? Because LaShonda was cursing herself along with Rodney. And you got to understand that your decisions lead you into forms of information that your conscious is set. A decision. You saying yes. The information is now coming to you. What type of information it was, though? Was it information to uplift self, or was it information to downgrade the consciousness? It's funny to me that people don't realize that you are consciousness. You don't realize that you are technology walking through here. And you're allowing other people's technology on the outside of you to infiltrate the technology of your pyramid, your mind. Let me break it down to you. Let me break your body down. Let's get to it. Give me 1 second. When it came to the technology of your vessel, understand that this is technology. The technology of the solar energy of this planet that you call a sun, right, you're supposed to integrate with. Individuals call us so-called sun worshipers or where the fuck. But that's not what we are. See, they don't sit here and watch what we do. They only look at what we do and then think about what the fuck we doing. An individual had said something that I had to say this to. An individual said the internet might be down for 3 months, right? That is great. That means that all digital characters, right, that have been downloaded in the pyramid of the technology of people's minds, hopefully for 3 months it can be wiped away. That's the truth. Let's just get into what I was saying. Now, when it comes to this whole thing, the mind, right, the information that the mind receives is simply as this. What do you put yourself in front of, right, in order to receive information? Let me say this. If you start putting yourself in front of digital devices every day, all day, and have a communication with your mind to your subconscious and let them speak to each other, you will understand with yourself you have an inner voice. When I speak to some people's technologies, I ask them, can you hear the inner voice within you? And some people tell me no. That means you can't hear yourself. If you can't hear yourself, then you cannot command your own technology of the pyramid of your mind of information in order to do for you. What's wrong with you? Hold on. They got you infiltrated, bro. They got you infiltrated. They got you thinking like this. Watch this. Watch this. Let me ask you a question, bro. Is it wrong for you to speak to yourself? Watch this. See how your mind move? Oh, I got you right here. I got you. They infiltrate you, bro. They infiltrate you. Let me show you. Let me show you. How can someone on the outside of you give you 10 commandments? Those 10 commandments is what? Commanding your mind to do something that they told you to do. I'm not done. I'm not done. If someone else on the outside of you that is not connected to your bloodline or solely tied to you can give you 10 commandments to command your mind to do certain things, why is it that you can't make more than 10 commandments for yourself? Why is it that you can't allow the technology, the vibration of your voice to command your mind in order for your vessel to do things for you? But you allowing every other voice on the outside of you command your mind to do things that's not even efficient for you. Why would you do that? Oh, because you care about what the world says about you. First of all, bro, the world don't know shit about you. And the world don't give a fuck about you, bro. And that's the truth. Why you thinking about everyone else? They don't give a fuck about you. You know what you need to give a fuck about? Yourself, bro. And that's the truth. once you give a fuck about yourself, then you understand the energy that is within you. Do you understand the information of your pyramid? Do you understand your soul was more higher than your vessel? Your soul was more higher than man's world. You think I give a fuck about this material shit? No, I don't. Because if I didn't find me, then I lose me. And if I don't find me, then I can't save me. What am I talking about? See, you thinking I'm talking about some religious shit. You think the Savior come with the clouds and such and such. I'm not talking about this shit. You don't understand that you were a soul. Before you came into that vessel, that's what you were. You was watching this movie that they called The Matrix before you came in here. You were already watching people spiritually in this realm. All the things that you're doing now, Rodney, is the same shit you told your ancestors that you wasn't going to do. Now, Rodney, you forgetting. You thinking like, this is the first time you ever done this. Nah, Rodney, this the second time, bro. You gotta pay attention to your lifespan, bro. You'll realize that this movie is being rewrote again, bro. And bro, it get deep. It get real deep, bro. Let me give you a scenario. I would be an ancestor to you, right? Right. Do we treat each other like ancestors in this third dimension? No, we treat each other like black people, fake people, black people. That's what we do. But bro, what happened if it was so deep that you went to sleep one time, right? Like you are sleeping now. You're nothing more than daydreaming right now. You do understand that, right? Okay. So let's just talk about it. Let's just say I popped up in your dream. Your dreams are nothing more than spiritual connections. But I popped up in your dream and me and you was talking. I was like, yeah, I'm one of your great ancestors. You know what I mean? What's happening with you, bro? Are we chilling, cooling, talking, whatever the case may be? It's how deep and real shit can get. Let's just say in your dream we was chilling and talking. Right? Now, we're in a higher dimension right now. The dimension of third dimension has nothing to do with this dimension. That's within your so-called dream. I'm speaking, people. Stop speaking. Because I'm saying something very powerful towards my brother. Now listen to me. I'm in your dream. I'm one of your ancestors. We chilling, we talking, we having great conversation. And then I stop the conversation. I say to you, yo, bro, I'm going to be real with you. Real spill. What happened in the third dimension has nothing to do with this dimension. I'm not mad at you because this is a different consciousness that's speaking to you. But what if I had told you, yeah, bro, you see how we chilling right now? Like, yeah, we cool as shit. Yeah, but in the third dimension, you had killed me. Yeah, nigga, I got the footage right here. And then I show you the footage, bro. This is when the first time you came to Earth. And I show you the footage where you basically blew my brains out, not forecasting this on myself, as using this as an example. And let's say you did that to me, bro. And then I show you the footage, right? And you still in the third dimension, but your conscious got transferred to a higher dimension right now in order for you to view the dream within you. But I'm within your dream. And I show you the footage. And then you say to me, bro, no way I fucking did that to you, bro. And I would say to you like, yeah, your third dimensional conscious did that to me. Your higher conscious wouldn't do that to me, but your low vibrational conscious, your B-lack conscious, yeah, that blocks the information of self, did that to me. The clone version of you, motherfucker. And then I say to you, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? What you had did to me was wrong. But I can grant you, or you can grant yourself, a second chance to come back in this third dimensional world to change what you had did. To me. You wake up from the dream. You come into this reality, but you're repeating the same shit that you did last time. You thinking them shooting up the block and shooting each other is the first run? No. This is nothing more than a rerun if you ask a motherfucker like me. Okay. Now you think about that. Because you ain't never gonna hear no shit like that. How the fuck can I talk about you from higher dimensions, then transfer your conscience right back to the third dimension where you're doing fucked up shit towards yourself first in order to do fucked up shit towards your brother? These are conversations we have to have. We don't have these self conversations, self do not change. And when self don't change, the world looking at it like, shit, we ain't got to change either. Because understand this, the world is not the way you think it is. The people that you think is on the top is not on the top. It's always been you. But the third dimensional world wants to infiltrate the information of your crown, the information of the technology of your pyramid, because they know what you is, and I know what you are too. Something high level, something very important to this world. But you're not understanding that you're keeping the information of the technology of your pyramid down. By what? Integrating with this world and going against yourself, which is still me and I am you. You thinking we different. You thinking like, if I fight him, the whole world will love me. They ain't gonna fucking love you. You know why? Because when it came down to love, you was always supposed to love yourself first. This world don't got love for itself on the outside. Why you thinking everybody down and shit? Everybody rushing the money and shit, which is the currency of death. How they currency ain't of death? When they chop down Mother Nature's trees of what? Life. Cutting down the trees of life in order to make a currency of death. And you work for that currency of death and expect to have life. Fuck wrong with you? You got shit twisted. I'm working for the money, but you're working for a currency of death though. You cursing yourself. Now people gonna get mad about what I'm saying, but it was the truth of what I was saying. Let me ask you a question, Rodney. Bye. Anyways, back to you, bro. Fuck them motherfuckers down there. Let me ask you a question. You like money. I like money too. They're going to get mad about what I say, but what I say was true because they did it first. So look at what they did first and then look at what I did second. They gave me a job, right? That job came with a piece of paper and instructions of what I did. Those not instructions. That's the programming that was what? Initialized in my mind. They gave me a currency, $1. They told me if I walk, that I get monies. Once I got awakened and I realized technically I was using the technology of my body in order to enslave myself into man's world in order to get a dead currency. I ain't done. I had to say this to you because this is what type of world we in. And I don't care about individuals getting mad. It's right there in front of your face. Now, they implant what? A currency in your mind called money. Let me ask you a question. Are you working for the people that's on the dollar or the people that is on the dollar working for you? Stop. Is what you doing to get that money and the same people on that money enslaving you in order to get that money? Because that would be what? Physical enslavement, digital enslavement. Stop. Physical enslavement. There you go. Now, I'm going to say this, and it's going to hit hard. Your corporation is into what? Physical labor. Physical slavery. Right? Right. I'm into digital slavery. I am. Let me show you how I look at it as. See, when you, right, tell me that physical slavery is cool, digital slavery is cool too. Let me show you. So you want to physically slave my body to the corporations of this country, right? That's cool. You can do that, right? But furthermore, once I understand who I am, right, I now take myself outside of your world, right? And I start to realize that everything that is digital around me, technically I operate within, which means that I can take the dollar, right? It has your face on it, right? I would simply take the face of that dollar, that currency, put it inside the digital world in order for you to be my digital slave. See, you working for man and not realizing you were supposed to take their currency, that digital slave on that dollar, and make that digital slave into what? A Robinhood account, investment account, and take that same individual and put that right into the stock market right there. Now they're your digital slave. You didn't see that, did you? Because your consciousness is already blacked out. You too, I'm subscribed to the black channel, the B-Lack channel, motherfucker. You didn't see that setup coming, did you? You ain't know we was into shit like that. They did it first in the physical realm. We just did it second. You didn't know that, though. You looking at it like, they just got you. They just got you. They just got you. They just got you. They ain't got you. If you take that digital currency and you realize the slave on the damn dollar, you put him right back in the digital world. Now he working for you. I got Benjamin Franklin working for me. I got every fucking president working for me. In my digital world. They working. I put in a call option in the stock market. George Washington, go get that damn money. And he bring that money right back to me. You don't know how to use that type of system. You got to think that far, bro. They did it to you, so you can do it back. And it's nothing that the world can even say. Notice that 70 people didn't even walk away when I said that, because they was like, yeah, I mean, if you're going to enslave a motherfucker body physically, and he's using y'all digital dead currency in order to enslave y'all, yes, it's an eye for an eye. See? But you got to understand what your position is, because your position is not dead on the ground, bro. You're actually controlling this whole shit and don't even realize it. Everyone follows you. They do. But they forecast it, make it seem like it's not you. That's what they do. They make me feel the same way. And still I start to realize, how can I say this in simple terms? I realized what I was. An individual told me to be humble. Let me say something to you. What time frame he come and click on him? Let me simply say something to you real quick. You said be humble, bro. I want you to understand something. Stop. I want you to understand something. Slow down, kid. I want you to understand something. You come from a race of people. I come from a bloodline. Understand that you can speak to your people, right? And I can speak to all people. Understand that. Understand that when you're telling me to be humble, bro, understand that me and you are not equal to each other. We're not brothers, okay? I know you have been computerized and been taught that. I know you have been computerized and been talking and saying that we all are one. No, when we thought we all were one, that type of mindset destroyed a lot of individuals to think that we all were one. We're not one. Furthermore, I see that you are talking, right? You need to tell your people to be humble. Your people are visitors to Earth Realm. Understand that. Understand when it comes to me and my people, we are the mothers and fathers of civilization. Understand that. The top of the pyramid. Okay? Know your position, child. Because that's what you are when it comes to us consciously. Okay? I understand that. Let me get you up away from me real quick. I know. I'd probably go back to that third dimension down there. Get you away from me real quick. And that's what people need to understand. That you cannot run up to us. We right here, New World Order. You can go to the Old World Order, motherfuckers. The Black crew, you can go to them. And you could probably infiltrate their minds, the old generations. That I want to be them so much. Oh my God, I don't want to be myself. I want to be them. You could go to them and talk to them. This is the New World Order. We take order of self. Understand that. Y'all don't like those breeds. I know. So I will remain as who I'm supposed to be. Thank you. And I love me. Thank you. All of me. Every bit. No, I don't want to be nobody else. I want to be myself. That's a real character. The fake characters are going to say, I don't really want to be myself because the world is not showing me anything about myself. So I'm going to get rid of myself and become something that's fake. Right. That's a weak mindset. You should understand in this world, it's in reverse. If they're not showing you no images of you being uplifting, right? Then obviously that's much what you must be. Pay attention. You don't see the setups coming. If you are in the world and they don't show you no positivity of yourself, that's much what you are. And they don't want you to show you that because the activation of the pyramid of this mind give you a whole bunch of information of self. Where you would tell a person, guess what? When I speak, this isn't phase in. Understand that this is nothing more than what? A digital world. Understand that my voice is what? A digital command. And when I speak the vibration of myself, and that vibration hit this planet, that information come right back. But you don't understand what you is just yet, bro. You still thinking you the Black crew. No. Because the Black mind is the mind of death. And the self-conscious was the mind of what? Enlightenment. So I would tell you, you are the enlightener to yourself. Other people on the outside of you, I give a fuck about them because they were liars to themselves anyway. They don't know who you are, but they're trying to infiltrate who you are. And now are you going to allow them to infiltrate the technology of your mind? What do I mean by that? Let's get into it. People don't understand that you have different technologies. You have to understand that when it comes to technology of your mind, you have technology that uplifts your technology, and you have technology that downgrades your technology. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? You hear about the people, right? My guy, I'm going to tell you one time, stop talking to me, bro. Come here real quick. Let me go ahead and break him down. He did it to himself. I got to say it. Watch. Let me click on you real quick. Okay. There we go. Trust of the Most High, right? Sounds like an individual that trusts something on the outside of himself. He doesn't trust himself. He said to himself, not me. He can't be himself. That's impossible. That can be true for you. You know why? Humans that have a human belief system in a consciousness do not believe that they have a higher form than them. We come from two different areas, right? We not the same. I came from the solar energy of this planet. Did you come from the solar energy of this planet? No, you did not. So don't ever put your insecurities on me because I'm different from you. I am not you. No. So when you speak, make sure you're speaking to your people because I came from the solar energy of this planet. If you stand in the solar energy of this planet, your digital device, your vessel, right, does not integrate with the technology of the solar energy of this planet. Your body does not read the light codes from the sun. So why are you talking to me, soulless being? You should have never talked to this conscious because once he break down what you are, I'm going to reveal what you are. You are coming in here and attacking me. I didn't come in here and attack you. But once you attack me first, I got no sense but to defend and now to swing my sword of truth because your sword was dingy and dirty. And it was nothing more than a sword of lies. Of yourself. That's what you said. That's what you said. That's what you said, bro. I didn't say it. You said it. Not me. Now, give me a second. There's about 82, 81 people in the room, right? Right. We've been having high-level conversations, right? Or let me rephrase that. We've been having high-level technology conversations, right? In order to, how can I say, know what our vessel, our minds consist of, right? That was all free, wasn't it? It was free. You see your little hand right there? You know your hand is free to move. You do know that, right? And your hand is free to move to what? Hit the subscribe button for who? The YouTube channel. Let me give you the name real quick, right? I need like 30, it's about 80 people in the room, right? I need like 32 subscribers on YouTube real quick. That's what I'm requesting. You requested for the information. All right. All right. I get it. At the same time, I'm making a request too. This is a two-way street here. I know you Americans think it's a one-way street. There's a two-way street right here. We got to listen. You hitting the subscribe button is actually boosting it, what? The information up, which means when the information goes up to where the consciousness get raised. Do you understand that you were doing it the whole time? You thought you was just hitting the subscribe button. It'd be funny that you be thinking you be doing lesser things, but when I actually show you what you're actually doing, do you like, that's what I'm doing? Yeah, we are doing it. This is the most littlest things that we do, and we think it's so small, but it's really that big. Anyways, on YouTube. Yes, make sure you follow me on YouTube right there. Right there, pin that. Thank you. How you doing? You doing good on YouTube? How you doing? I'm so rude. Who is that in there? I see you in there. Appreciate you stopping by YouTube. I got people on YouTube too. They on YouTube over there right now. Thank you for the new subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you. I like that. That is nice. You come on over here and watch me too. You know what I'm saying? How you been, brother? I've been great. I've been doing great. Thank you for asking me that. So nice. Okay, hold on real quick. Hold on. Let me fry you up. Whoa. So let me show y'all something really quick. I had to put this out here really quick. There's a girl in here named Cream City, right? This is what she said. This is what she said to herself. Watch this. Watch this. She did it to herself, y'all. Watch. You are okay, but you're not my type. Baby, let's go Google your vessel. Let's go Google it. Her name is Cream City, y'all. Click on her vessel, y'all. Let's click on it. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. I would tell you you ain't my type either, baby. Your body is filled with inflammation. I'm gonna fry you up in the technology way though. I'm gonna fry you up. Her name Cream City, y'all. You see what she said to me? That's disrespectful, ain't it? You could have kept that comment to yourself. Now I'm gonna keep all my comments on you. Let me talk to you in the technology way. So right now I'm looking at your vessel, right? And it looked like you had the vessel of death. Okay? The information is not information of produce. The information that is flowing through your vessel is nothing more than inflammation, which means that you are actually infiltrating your own conscious right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I would tell you to do? I ain't gonna pick on you, but I would tell you the truth of getting that information out of your vessel, right? Because what's happening is the information that's inside of your vessel is infiltrating your eyes. You know why your eyes is being infiltrated? Because the reason why I'm not your type, is because look at my body type and look at your body type. When you were talking about types, baby, I was talking about body types. You were talking about false types. I'm looking at your body type and I'm looking at my body type. They're not identical. When I walk in the streets with you, you will be a 0, I will be a 1. Right, that would make the number 10. And that's where we depart from. You got it? It's all about body types because my body type don't identify with your body type, right? Right. So that's the reason why you wouldn't like my type because this type right here is beautiful. Your type is more of self-destruction. Okay? Now, Cream City, I'm gonna send you back to the third dimension, right? You make sure that you get on some new information of truth. You make sure you get your fruits, your berries, right? The Doritos, that information is killing you. The information of hot wings, they're not hot wings no more, Cream City. They dead wings because the information of what you was eating was dead chicken. Okay, furthermore, I'm not done with you. The cotton candy that you have inside your tummy is not looking too well, all right? That's why I tell you, when you come in here and you try to talk to this ancestor, right? Right. He's gonna flame you up with intelligence. That's why he don't get blocked. That's why he don't get suspended. Because what he's saying is that real and that true. With that being said, let me make sure that you depart from me because you don't like what? Body types of truth. You like body types of lies. So I gotta let you depart from me, child. Let me get you away from me. There we go. Bye. Have a nice one. And that's the consciousness that is being deleted out of this realm. She doesn't like herself. And when you don't like yourself, you destroy yourself. And then when you see your higher self within someone, you like, I don't like that. Because why? You used to be that, but you destroyed yourself, baby. That has nothing to do with me, though. Don't make your false projections of your false reality, the world within you, right, onto a true world. But you're not my type. This is the right body type. What the fuck are they talking about? Low tech as fuck. You're not my type, but my body type is healthy. What type of type is she talking about? Do you see what I'm saying? If I was if I was 500 pounds of flubber, it's all great, right? Right. That's what. And this is the consciousness of women. She just knocked your whole shit down. This is what she. You got to be 300 pounds like me, so I can feel good. Shit, I ain't you walking around with that nice, healthy body? Do you see the consciousness in this realm? Motherfuckers don't like motherfuckers' body types based on being healthy, bro. Do you see what I'm talking about? You thinking she talking about some delusional type. No, she talking about body types, bro. I know how to decode things what women say. This is why women don't speak to me. Because they be like, you just decoding every fucking thing I'm saying. Like, yeah, because I'm in a different conscious from you. You're in the dimension of what? Lies. I'm in the dimension of truth. Understanding. The dimensions are within us, not on the outside. The machine is your vessel. This shit be funny. Now, let's get into this. Planet Fitness just gained a new... I'm done, Warrior. Warrior, you're funny. You are funny, and you got me on the floor right now. You do. Like, this dude, you are funny, but what you are saying is truthful. I respect that. Warrior, cool. He said, Planet Fitness just gained a new customer. That's good that Planet Fitness just gained a new customer. Now, guess what? She's using her currency. She's using her currency to build up her body. That's great, isn't it? Damn. I hope that Cream get herself together. Hopefully she changed her body into something better. See? I could flame you up and still tell you to do better. I'm a different type of flame. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? She did it to herself first, women, so don't get mad at me. Okay? I just got to speak the truth. I can't allow you to say lies and me not speak the truth. She came to my channel. She came to my live, which is my life. I didn't come to hers. Okay, y'all? So don't get mad about what I had said. You can't be, because that's the truth. So, with that being said, make sure that you are keeping your bodies functional. Make sure that you are keeping your informational sources within your body as high as they need to be. Never become something less than yourself. Why? Because the world already programs you to do it, but do you got to do it? Hell no. They programmed me to be stupid. But do I got to be stupid? No. Let me give you the name again, right? Give it to you right there. I don't know why people be trying to come in here with that negative energy and get flamed up by intelligence. Everybody, let me say this to people in America. Y'all got to get out of that mindset of always trying to destroy yourself because you thinking like this. You attacking me? No, I'm just a higher form of you within you. That's it. You thinking you attacking somebody else, right? You imagine tricking your own mind. That's what you're doing. You don't realize that that same individual is you. A higher self within you. But you looking like, no, you're someone else. So I got to attack you. Like, you're strange. Bit strange. You don't have to do all that. You do know there's a system that's bigger than you that's destroying you too, right? You know, hold on, stop. There's a system that's fighting me, and there's a system that's linking itself into the technology of your mind in order to use you. You do know that, right? You do know you're not getting no brownie points by being used. You do know that, right? I just want you to know that because a lot of people feel good about being used and be thinking they're doing something. You're not. You're keeping yourself down. How low can you go? How low can your conscience go? Not your ass. So, let me get the looking over here, whatever the case may be, right? Okay? Appreciate you. Know what I'm saying? I see people in here, whatever the case may be. All right, I see y'all on YouTube. You didn't think I was going to be here. Told you I was going to be here. I'm doing lives on both platforms. I just want to simply say this to the people on TikTok. Some of y'all non-subscribers, right, that's not coming to YouTube, understand this. I'm going to say this one time. When I make my departure from TikTok, right, I'm going to tell you what's going on. That way you can understand why I'm telling you to go to YouTube. In the daytime, right, I know a lot of y'all be like, why you don't be on the daytime? Why you don't do daytime lives? Like you got really high level information. I understand what you're saying. But at the same time, on TikTok, they have different crews, or how can I say, different people, right? Where they will literally subscribe to my channel, right? When they see me go live, they will throw in 50 to 60 people. Those 50 to 60 people will band together and they'll keep hitting the button of like you know the buttons they hit. I can't say it because they flag my live, but you know the buttons that they can hit. Like they'll say like, oh, your content is bad or something like that, right? When people say that I'm doing H speech, which you can realize I'm not doing H speech. I'm not doing it. I'm using technology speech. That's what I'm doing. Even when I broke down the digital thing of enslavement, that wasn't hate speech. That was literally telling you the high level of how we do shit. So what I want to simply say to you is this. The reason why I'm going to YouTube is because if I come in here during the day, I don't even have to be on the camera and I get automatically blocked and suspended. They give it back to me, but it's annoying when you on live and it happens again and again and again. It's annoying. So that's why I appear at nighttime, because in a simple fact, guess what? I don't have no one bothering me. That means that the darkness actually speaks to the lightness. That's crazy. So that's why I come in here at nightfall. I come in here very late, because you got individuals on TikTok that's getting paid by TikTok that's like, yeah, block all these conscious motherfuckers. And so they give you the fake positivity. It's fake, and I said it. It is fake. And they're paying them to do it. They keep y'all minds in a certain narrative and not actually say, no, this is not actually uplifting us. Let's learn the technology of our minds, because when we learn the technology of our minds, that's going to be the technology of self. Once I learn the technology of self, I know how this whole world operates. Understand that. No one wants to talk about that. This is why individuals are afraid of me. It's information. It is. But I understand that my information overrides other people's information. I get it. I get it. But that's not what I came here to do. I came here to literally speak the truth of self. That's it. And if you're not getting down with the truth of self, then your information is probably going to get ride over. It is. That's what happened to information sometimes. And you have to understand that certain information comes from an old world order, and new information comes from the new world order within you. Y'all been accessing your Akashic records lately? All right, that's information of self. Y'all got that? Got that. All right, listen, YouTube, I'm about to shut this down, right? Appreciate you. TikTok, I'm not talking to you. We're not going to shut this down just yet. Give me a second. I'm going to shut this down real quick, right? I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate everyone that actually came into the YouTube live. This is where we will start doing new broadcastings, okay? When it comes to information of self, I got new videos that will be loading up sometime this week, okay? And then from there, you'll be getting new updates repeatedly every week. You will not see me not posting. You will always see me posting on YouTube. I do not post on that is different. That line right there is different. Anyways, I do not post on TikTok. They don't want that type of information on there. TikTok will be actually the new Facebook. Okay, so we're going to report all information from self onto YouTube. Understand that. That way you can learn from yourself. Because you're thinking you're learning from me. No, you're just realizing that this is a higher self that is within you that is actually learning from itself. Simple as that. Thank you for coming to the live on YouTube. Appreciate you kindly. With that being said, this broadcasting on YouTube has now ended. Okay. Because the TikTok people will be like, oh, no, I'm talking about YouTube. Thank you.